Ocala.
All right, we are totally shifting gears now from the subject we were just talking about. We go from talking about the armed forces in Iraq to fashion. I'm glad somebody out there knows about fashion because I don't know anything about it. For the sake of our guest, Ashley Martini, who's waiting to go on the air with us, and she's listening in, I hope, we broadcast, and most of our listeners know this, but we broadcast from a mall. We've been here almost a year now, right?
Yeah.
After spending... 30-something years over at another office complex. We now broadcast from the Paddock Mall, and we have a window out on the door that leads into the mall, and we regularly see every specimen of humanity walking past these windows. Now, what this has to do with fashion is your comment, Robin. Once in a while, there will be a woman walking past that might be 50 or 60, and you say, oh, she is dressing way too young.
Yes.
And now, see, I don't know this. I look, I say, whoa, she's pretty hot. No, she's dressing way too young. Right?
That's right.
The older women are trying to compete with the younger women. And I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff. But, I just look out the window and say, ooh, look at that. Ashley Martini is on the phone. She is a styling consultant. She's a founding member of Martini Fashions. She assists both women and men to unearth and exhibit their inner beauty through style, fashion, and the top trends.
Yeah.
And she's written a book. It's called Style Teeny. Shake up your style, stir up your confidence. And let's say good morning to Ashley. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning. Thank you for that kind introduction, and I'm glad to be on today.
And where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Delray Beach, Florida.
Delray Beach. Not too far.
Yes, not too far.
All right. Well, and is that where you grew up?
I actually grew up in upstate New York, a small town called Millbrook.
Oh, okay. And when we talk about fashion, are we talking about hair, clothing, or everything?
Everything, from your head to your toes. So basically, your hairstyle, your makeup style, your clothing, your shoes, your accessories. Everything.
Okay, now let me talk about men just for a second. If I look at any man, he usually has the hairstyle he had when he was 17.
Yeah.
We don't change much, right? Like you all the guys who look like Elvis, they were 17 in the 50s.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty much. Their hair's gray, but they still got the Elvis thing going on. But women, you change all the time. I mean, your hair. Women will look back at old photos of themselves. Oh, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Why is my hair like that? Remember that Julia Roberts? Julia Roberts, is that the actress?
Yes.
Julia Roberts. Julia?
Yes,
Julia.
Yes.
She was on TV. David Letterman was showing an old photo of her. Oh, what was I thinking?
And she was gorgeous.
Yeah, I think with time, everyone tries to adapt their hairstyle to the latest trend, which might not always be the best choice for them. But unfortunately, people can be too daring sometimes.
Yeah. So do you think men do it right? Whatever you got when you were 17, just keep it. You think we should do like that?
No, I think over time, you should try and, change your hairstyle so it becomes more appropriate to whatever age you're with. Like, I think it also depends what career you're in. So, for example, a rock star's hairstyle is going to be much different than what an attorney's hairstyle is going to look like.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although you do see once in a while the conservative rock group up there and nobody listens to them.
Yeah.
They might sound good, but they don't look. Hey, you don't fit the part. Now, if you were sitting here in the studio, we do have a large window that we can watch the customers coming into the mall. Robin will point out sometimes that a lady who's older is trying to look younger, and she's against that. She thinks that woman, somebody needs to talk to that woman.
Right.
What do you think?
I think that everyone tries to express their personality through clothing, and a lot of times women try to seem or appear younger than they are. And unfortunately, I think that we should embrace our age and we should dress appropriate for our age. In my book, I do give tips based on whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, or your 50s, and how to dress while you're in those age brackets, because it's not always attractive and it's not always appropriate. And if you're a 40-year-old woman, you don't want to be dressing like your teenage daughter. And that's my personal opinion, and I just think that we should embrace what we've got.
And you're not saying that older women should become dowdy and things like that. There are sexy styles that is good for the older woman, that she'll look drop dead gorgeous, but if
absolutely
with your body
absolutely.
style, yeah,
absolutely. I think it goes hand in hand with dressing and seeing what body type you are. Once you identify what body type you are and you dress flattering according to that, and you take age into the equation, it'll all balance and come out nicely, and it doesn't need to be how a teenager would dress. I have a lot of clients that are in great shape and they're older, and they quite often want to wear things that the younger girls in high school are wearing, and I try to just steer them in the right direction because it could look a little crazy.
So where would a person go for ideas? I mean, would the magazines be a good... I mean, if you're looking at a current modern magazine, it would probably give you the right idea, or am I wrong about that?
I think if you look at the age of the woman in the magazine, quite often it will give you the right idea. I don't think in magazines so much, unless they are just editorial shoots, for example, I don't think that they're necessarily steering you in the wrong direction. I think that women are looking at the wrong age bracket in the magazine and going in that direction.
I know a woman who's a grandmother. I had seen her yesterday, and she's always in church on Sundays. Her granddaughter is staying with her. Her granddaughter is 14, and the grandmother took her on a shopping spree last week to all of the dress shops that were age appropriate for the 14-year-old. Yet the grandmother doesn't ever compete. She goes to the dress shops that is good for her, and I really thought that was great, because she's got an open mind about the new fashions, and she didn't try to dress her 14-year-old granddaughter into something that she would wear.
Right. Absolutely. I think that, younger, and now speaking to the younger girls age group, I think that they need to know what's appropriate for their age as well, and shopping in the right stores. So
what's with the guys
when you have guidance?
What's with the guys wearing belts below their butt? Why do you even have a belt on at all? That's the craziest fashion, isn't it? I mean, do you disagree? Are we from two different schools of thought on this guy thing that's happening? The girls don't do this.
No, I think that definitely is something that comes from the streets and has worked its way up into high fashion, and this is just, someone who started this sort of trend, in different music videos and things of that nature, and then people start to emulate them and copy this is all like how fashion evolves. Wow. And I think that it's not really a practical trend, and once again, I'm not all about the trends per se. I'm more about identifying what your body is and dressing for it, and that's really never that flattering on anyone. So I get a looser, more relaxed look, but to have the pants below your behind with your boxers out is just inappropriate and doesn't look all that, attractive.
Some schools, I think all schools have dress codes, which is a really, really good thing. I mean, students can wear what they want as long as it looks appropriate. But then there are schools that insist on having their students wear uniforms. When they wear uniforms like that, does that hinder their ability to choose the proper fashion for themselves that makes them look the best they can be?
I think that dress codes and uniforms are actually a good way of creating some sort of, idea in a student's mind that they have to dress appropriate for what they do every day. So, for example, if after that they're choosing to be a doctor or they're choosing to be working in an office setting, you can't wear anything that you want. The way to get around this is by showing your personality through different accessories. So if you have a uniform at school, try, a fun necklace or a statement earring, or maybe if you can wear your own shoes. What kind of shoes are you going to wear? Maybe you could do a pop of color through your shoes or your statement piece.
The book is called Style Teeny, Shake Up Your Style, Stir Up Your Confidence. Among the other things that you have in the book, you give suggestions on what to wear to, for example, a party, an office party, an engagement party, traveling. You have different actual events, sporting event, an indoor concert. You have ideas for what to wear and all kind of broken down into the different age groups.
Right, and this is a basic guide based on a capsule wardrobe. So we don't need to spend a lot of money to have a few pieces that we can mix and match with each other. So if you start off with the capsule wardrobe, then you look at these various scenarios. You're using all the 10 pieces from the capsule wardrobe for all these different scenarios.
We're told that you yourself design fashion and you're working on some futuristic designs. What do you envision?
I'm
For
working
men
on
and
a few
women.
different I'm working on a few different products that are going to be easy and things that you don't have to think about, that you just kind of throw on the go in any event. And it's all about being practical and you know, just not having to think too hard about it. I think this shouldn't be a stressful topic. A lot of people say, you know, they're so stressed out when they get dressed in the morning. I try to make things so easy for my clients. You know, you don't like, I want it to be the last thing that they're worried about in the morning before their busy day at work. And just lying clothes out the night before and having things ready. So in regards to the products I'm creating, it's all along those details.
So let's say I was a client. I come to you and I say, you know what? I have no clue what to do. You look at me, what do? You size my age up, you size my size, and whatever I am, you know, whatever I look like and am to you, that tells you what to tell me what to wear and all that?
Right. Well, first I would have you fill out a survey so that I could learn a little bit about you, your lifestyle, what your day-to-day activities entail, and then from there we would do a closet consultation. I would see what you have in your closet.
Oh, that kind of
works. And then from there, you know, maybe we could create outfits from what you already have, and if that was sort of not possible, then we would do a little bit of personal shopping.
I bet I would look really different if I actually had a consultant. I wonder what I would look like. Ashley, my notes said that we're supposed to end at 15 after. I kind of wish we could speak longer. Thank you for being on the air with us. Let me give away the book that was sent to me. It's called Style Teeny. If you want the copy, give me a call at 622-WOCA, and I'll give the book to you. It'll be waiting for you. The rest of us have to go buy it. Ashley, do you have a website?
Or if any of your listeners go to my website, they mention you and your station, I'm going to send them a complimentary copy.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what is your website?
It's www.ashleymartini.com. Fill out a contact form, mention you and your show, and a free copy today for them.
All right, excellent. And for those who want to buy the book, is it in the stores? Is it on Amazon?
It's on Amazon.com.
Okay. All right, Ashley, thank you for being on the air with us. Have a great summer, and if
you too. Thank you.
If you're ever in the area, come by and do the show from. It'd be cool to have you in here commenting on the people walking past the window. That would be fun.
Yeah,
that would be a lot of fun.
I just hope they don't hear you. Just hope so.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you for being on with us today.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.
All right, we'll be right back.
Habitat for Humanity America